Hello, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Rachel.
And welcome back to the next part of our Quantum Break Let's Play. My brain had a little heart for
I was just like, has he forgot the game? Does he
like a
remember
CD
what's
skip
going on?
Today, like usual, I don't remember what happened last time.
The thing is, though, it has been a couple of days, but you did do a recap. Like, you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't, so I don't remember, but you did.
I did.
But you've already forgot.
I've already forgot. But since we've been naming these videos after the quote from the Lord of the Rings of Mary and Pippin talking about second breakfast, 11th luncheon, why don't we say, like, we recently booked a holiday for next year. We're going to a place that's in England, so not abroad anywhere, but we're going there for a few days. It's like a little hobbit hole place. So literally, it's like a little cottage place somewhere nice, and it's just got like loads. It's all Lord of the Rings themed. It's literally like a little hobbit hole.
It looks so nice, and like the reviews are just everyone loves it.
We're totally gonna do Lord of the Rings marathon extended edition
with food all day.
All day. We did that a few years ago. We're gonna eat like hobbits,
and it's over a year away, but I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be nice. Anyway, nobody gives a shit about that.
No,
so,
we just waffle. You gotta have a bit of waffle. It's not a Frankie and Rachel's video about a little bit of shit at the start, is it?
Shit.
Yeah, just talking about shit. Waffling on about something not relevant most of the time.
Anyway, let's continue. Act 4, Part 2, Preparing the Time Machine.
You're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Amaral to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Okay, Doctor, let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Okay. Ooh. I'm not talking to you yet. Beth's 2010 plan. Beth's charts and plans for the plan to travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure. 12 narrative objects in this part.
This was the guy delivering the speech at the gala.
Name's Martin Hatch. According to Monarch Radio, he's been deemed a traitor. Sabotaged a Monarch lab.
Potential ally?
Not even close.
Martin Hatch dossier. Martin Hatch, what we know. Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. Joined Monarch 2001. Became Serene's chief advisor around 2007. No records before 2001. Who was he? Where did he come from? Working against Monarch? Possible links to the following. Death of Dr. Kim? Unconfirmed. Alone with Dr. Kim at time of death. Death occurred just as Kim was on verge of a solution to Serene's time sickness. University time machine sabotage. Unconfirmed. Miscalculations on purpose? Hatch, seen in lab assistants in Sophia's kidnapping. Confirmed. Distracted Monarch while kidnapping occurred. Knew we were coming. Did not alert Serene. Destruction of Serene's remaining sickness treatments. Unconfirmed. Was present outside Dr. Kim's lab when lab was destroyed. Accused Sophia of being responsible for this. Helped Charlie Wincott escape. Confirmed. Currently helping Charlie reach Monarch Tower undetected. Disobeyed direct orders from Paul Serene. Wants access to CFR. Potentially desires to sabotage lifeboat protocol. Sabotaging Serene. Motive. Secretly assuring Serene's downfall. Wants to take over Monarch. Why? Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan from within. No possible reason for this. Doesn't believe countermeasure could stop Fracture. Not a potential ally. Works for Monarch, therefore believes the end of time is inevitable. Then why attempt to sabotage the lifeboat protocol? True. And we've been seeing him put shit in his eye. Like, drops in his eye, and it seems to be like anti-chronon things or whatever. Guessing the narrative is gonna... No, there's a... Oh, is it not gonna let me leave this place until I talk to her? Definitely nothing around here, though, yeah? Okay. Let's talk to Beth.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working. Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Oh, can I open this now?
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are predicted to be found in the cars at the bottom of the river. The cause of the accident remains unclear. Adding to the confusion are conflicting reports from shipboard personnel and those on dry land. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the route was clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others express surprise at the ship's presence, claiming that they do not see its approach at all. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you posted. Now, obviously, this disaster will affect us in more ways than one. With the Port Donnelly Bridge out of commission, heavy congestion is expected on the other routes across the river, and we now have reports coming in of multiple car crashes all over Riverport. So you will want to reserve enough time for your trip today if you're traveling by car. Stay safe out there. Hopefully we can all get back to normal soon.
and see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
I can relate.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
It's precious. And weird.
Never be too careful.
Did she find anything?
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
No, I won't. I'll go check these things.
Jack, you've got to see this.
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch
Probably see
security
how Dr.
station.
Amaral's doing.
Fuck off.
I also found a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings. So I've been filling it in with false leads for fun. Do you want to pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay, I'll let them know.
Okay. The date is... It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
1999.
After months
First experiment.
of arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, built a time machine. And it works. I'm gonna prove it or die. Okay. Just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Core is active. Chronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive. But I can't travel backwards in time, only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is going to change the very fabric.
The fuck happened there? What, he stubbed his toe or something?
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
Well, how's that possible?
I didn't see
It wasn't
Paul.
even the same time machine he entered the
Neither did I.
university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
That's not going to play it all over again, is it?
what's on the computer?
The date is
Monarch files I uploaded,
it's
and I kept the juiciest stuff on
February
screen for you.
28th, 1999. William Joyce.
I won't read that while that's going on again.
Months of arduous work. My machine is finally
Can I switch this off?
Human testing. Ready is defined by me since ready is
Why would it not let you stop it?
It's like, why would it let me replay it? Like, I don't care. Like,
But at least have an option to fucking turn it back off again.
Short summary.
if I go further away, will it be quiet? That's where the woman is. I don't want to go there. Is there any more stuff? Yeah, there's stuff on the other side. I'll quickly go for that.
Chronon levels are stable.
No use going there before talking to Dr. Amaral.
Okay, so I can't go to that. But yeah. And there's nothing around here then?
Okay. Setting the date to 5 minutes to the future.
And that's it.
First test.
We might be able to reach the other side of the machine through here.
Past. Much more impressive. I can travel backwards in time.
Was that Paul? I don't recall seeing Paul. I just saw him wincing in pain on the floor.
Yeah, and like a noise.
Machine's ready. Very stable.
This doesn't make sense to me now, because this is 1999. But he was fine.
It's gonna change the life.
In 2016 or whatever. That sounds like a gun went off, or maybe or something.
That's what I thought.
And they're like, was that Paul? But it's like, I don't know. Anyway, let's read this. What's this? Alright. To Sophia Amaral from Paul Serene, 2013 this is. Subject, Dream Journal 5. My 5th entry. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. I pressed the wheat stalks to the side of my hands, softly sifting through them at first. But as I pressed forward, the stalks began to warp and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every moment led to a burning sensation. The world desaturated, time stopped. I heard the unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching, shifters. They emerged from all sides surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body until it became completely unbearable. The pain trumped logic. I needed to make it stop. I needed to make it all stop. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. The pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and as he died, his identity became clear. It was me. I had become the very threat that I once feared, but I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me. Dr. Kim, he joined us. He told me that time was once the fire in which we burned. He told me we would burn no more. Then she responds, Dr. Porretta, I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry to his dream journal. I am growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams that I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness, really, as far as I can determine. The Chronon syndrome is more a metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue, but I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all of this. This exercise was meant to help alleviate stress to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it has resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. His condition is getting worse by the day. Dr. Sophia Amaral, head of research. Okay, so she was sending that to some other person. Alright, what's this?
This is Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
He actually believes he's doing the right thing.
It's because he doesn't think the fracture can be stopped. And he's wrong.
Monarch Solutions 3-phase plan. Table of contents. Phase 1. Building an empire. February 28th, 1999 to July 4th, 2010. Trying to remember what date that video was.
It was that date.
February 28th. Forming of Monarch Solutions. Lucrative investments. Global expansion. Employee recruitment. Phase 2. Preparing for the future. July 5th, 2010 to October 8th, 2016. Ground Zero buyout. CFR preparation. Chronon tech development. Militarization. Phase 3. The Lifeboat Protocol. October 9th, 2016 to end of time. Time Machine core heist. Chronon tech rollout. Remove threats to Lifeboat Protocol. Initiate Lifeboat Protocol. So yeah, my question now is like, if he did, Paul Serene came back to February 28th, 1999 after going to the end of time. He went to the end of time first and saw how fucked it was, and then he went back as far as he could, which was February 28th, 1999. It looked like our brother was hurt, but he was fine in 2016, and he was helping him do all of this stuff. But what happened at 1999 then? Like, wouldn't 1999 have told him something went horribly wrong? I don't really understand that right now. Monarch Mission Statement 1999. Monarch Solutions Mission Statement by Paul Serene. Limited distribution for approved employees only. I have seen the path ahead and I know it will be hard. I have founded Monarch Solutions to bring together those who would walk it with me. The elite few whose skill, dedication and passion will live on when everything else ends. To that end, 1. We will work under my guiding vision of the future, my knowledge of what is coming. We accept that we cannot change our fate, nor can we avoid it. It is a harsh truth, but it is the truth. We will accept it and its full implications, but we will not deviate from our course, nor give in to despair, nor give up the fight. Those of us who share in this knowledge, who learn the triumphs and tragedies of the days and years to come, will look past them and find ways to turn them to our advantage. The grey, uncertain area, but beyond what is known, will be where we build our empire, and we build it on the hope that we can persevere, that the end isn't our end, that we can still succeed. 2. We will expand Monarch's influence and power in all possible spheres, financial, political, cultural, medical, technological, military, to the best of our ability. This is a goal unto itself. We will need to be in a position of exceptional resources and ability to act when the time comes. We will seek success and profit, not for the sake of wealth and fame, but for the sake of preparedness. 3. We will develop science and technology to counter a very specific set of circumstances. This will require extensive research and experimentation, as well as a tremendous financial cost. We will not be daunted by these challenges. We will complete our work. 4. We will not compromise. We recognize that sacrifice is required, and we are willing to pay the cost to meet our goals. There is no alternative to this. Doubt, qualms, and sentiment are luxuries we cannot afford. Whatever we have to do is a lesser evil than the extinction of the entire human race, and to pretend otherwise is weakness. Nothing in the history of our planet has been as important as this. Nothing we have accomplished as a species matters if we fail on our mission. 5. We will not fail. There will be many challenges in the years ahead. I know what's coming. It can't be averted. There's no escaping it. But we can survive it, and we can overcome it, and we will. I'm dedicating myself, this company, and every shred of willpower at my disposal to that mission. I expect the same from those who join me on it. Paul Serene.
Don't fucking want a lot, does he?
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
On the Unique Nature of the Lifeboat by Dr. Sophia Amaral. While the lifeboat protocol is fairly straightforward on the surface, it's important that the people involved with the project understand how it radically differs from other survival scenarios against so-called apocalyptic threats. Starter-proofing. A traditional bunker built to protect the occupants from an environmental hazard, example, a chemical attack or nuclear fallout, is typically sealed, airtight, and the occupants have their own electricity, air supply, provisions, etc. The bunker's interior is isolated from the outside environment, but a lifeboat's design is different. Yawn, excuse me. It's not actually sealed because it doesn't have to be. It does have strong walls and protected access points, but the outside environment is not the problem. It's the lack of the Jack Joyce field that enables time to exist that makes the outside hazardous. From a technological standpoint, these differences make the lifeboat's operating principles quite different, particularly with regards to maintenance. Compared to, say, the failure of the life support system, in a hermetically sealed survival space, such as a bunker, the failure of the lifeboat starter-proofing system has far more immediate and grave effects. A traditional life support system can be repaired. For instance, a failure in the CO2 scrubbers would pose a significant threat, but with replacement parts and tools, properly trained occupants could easily repair the system before they would feel any ill effects. In fact, almost any mechanical failure short of a full-scale environmental breach can be fixed as long as suitable repair materials and trained personnel are at hand. But by its very nature, the start-proofing is different. If it fails, everybody within its area of effect is immediately affected by the zero state and becomes frozen. In a permanent zero state scenario, that means they would have no opportunity to ever effect repairs. There's literally no time to react. The only exception would be personnel wearing an activated chronon harness, such as the striker suit, but given that repairing the starter-proofing system is a highly technical, complicated process requiring an exceptional proficiency in the operation and engineering of chronon technology, this would be a scenario with a low probability of success. It is therefore of utmost importance that the lifeboat's starter-proofing operates reliably and without faults, with multiple fail-safe systems, because if it ever fails, it's unlikely that it can be repaired or restarted. Accordingly, once the lifeboat protocol has been activated, there's no real way to deactivate it other than removing the chronon field regulator. It would be highly inadvisable, as doing so could not only disrupt the starter-proofing, but more importantly, without the CFR, the lifeboat's rate of chronon particle consumption is increased by a vast margin, effectively reducing its potential operating time to a fraction of what it is intended. Unique advantages and risks. However, it's worth pointing out that even though the lifeboat operation has unique hazards, there are also unique advantages. One such advantage is provisions. A traditional survival scenario in a bunker typically involves a poor quality of meals due to obvious resourcing problems. Anything that spoils is easily out of the question. In a zero-state scenario, however, spoilage becomes a non-issue. Anything stored outside the starter-proofed area remains in perfect condition. This advantage doesn't only apply to comestibles, but also makes the storage of medicine, volatile chemicals and other similar articles far less of a problem than it otherwise would be. In fact, given the fact that the city of Riverport is vast compared to the relatively small number of people residing in the lifeboat, in theory, Monarch operatives could venture outside the lifeboat in chronon harnesses and actually enjoy freshly cooked meals simply by entering a restaurant and finding the ready-made dishes that have been prepared. Remove them from the zero state to the starter-proofed area and enjoy them as hot and delicious as if they had just been prepared, which, in fact, they of course would be. To be clear, this is not a recommended activity, as it would be a foolish waste of resources to go after individual meals like that. The above scenario is mentioned here merely to illustrate the point. Even though the lifeboat has been designed to operate for decades of subjective time, it doesn't actually need provisions for that long. If the lifeboat's own reserves start to run low, a well-planned supply run into the city could easily result in a great deal of perfectly preserved supplies. Another advantage is that while the situation outside the lifeboat would be dire, people frozen in the zero state would not actually be dead. If a solution is found to the end of time scenario, everybody would resume their everyday lives, most likely with no awareness of time ever having stopped. However, it's hard to know what the exact psychological impact of that knowledge on lifeboat personnel will be. There's a real concern that the pressure of knowing that they have sole responsibility for the survival of the human race and that there are billions of people outside of the walls of the lifeboat, helpless and unaware, frozen eternally in that last moment, may prove to be crushing for some. On the other hand, knowing that their loved ones are actually not dead and may be saved and are not in any distress or indeed even aware of the situation may prove to be a powerful motivating factor that helps us eventually resolve the situation. Of course, the solution to the problem of a permanent zero state is not currently within our reach, and we expect that finding one will take subjective decades. If it is indeed possible, we can but try. It's worth noting that since the people outside lifeboat are indeed not dead, merely stopped, it should be possible for a team of personnel wearing chronon harnesses to exit the lifeboat, retrieve a person, and bring them into the lifeboat. However, I advise against adopting this practice for the occupants. That should forever remain a theoretical scenario. Any situation in which somebody is brought in from the outside would cause undue stress on the occupants, who would at that point have to become acutely aware that their loved ones could be brought in. But since the lifeboat has limited space, this could never be allowed. That kind of psychological pressure would likely lead to friction and questions of favoritism, and ultimately increase the risk mission failure. Okay.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Monarch employee chart. Head of Monarch, Paul Serene, creator of Monarch, believes end of time is inevitable, is building a survival program for select few. Division leads Martin Hatch, Monarch spokesperson, head of security and PR, Serene's key advisor, working against Serene. Dr. Sophia Amaro, head of research, specialist in chronon technology, only doctor trained to administer Serene's treatment, intimate relations with Serene. Dr. Henry Kim, previous head of research, deceased. Well, we know that's not true. He's turned into one of those things, apparently. Key enforcers. Clarice Ogawa, Monarch dispatcher, allegiance to Martin Hatch, working against Serene. Gibson, head of security, Monarch enforcer, deceased. Carlos, lead of Reaper squad, loyal to Martin Hatch, deceased. Potential allies within Monarch. Fiona Miller, chronon researcher, confirmed ally, working with Beth from inside. Why? Who is she? What's she got to do with this? Who the fuck's Beth? What's she got to do with this? Liam Burke, Monarch fixer, has questioned Monarch agenda extensively, deemed Monarch traitor for assisting in Jack's escape. Charlie Wincott, Monarch hacker, history of allegiance to Martin Hatch, current loyalty unknown. Dick. Yes. Yeah, but again, who the fuck is Beth? Who is Beth? What? How does she know all of this stuff? How does Paul Serene not know anything about her? To the point where he was on, like, or Fiona, like, he's claimed that I've been to the end of time, yet he didn't know nothing about Beth. He's like an unknown. Who the fuck is she? And he keeps saying that he mentioned a woman. He said, like,
he did.
Maybe it's not her, but there must be someone pulling the strings. Who? Lifeboat document. Memo controlling the river port situation from Clarice Agawa to field team leads. So this is is this an email? It's not going to have a thing at the bottom, is it? Oh, okay. I know the situation is fluid and things are progressing fast, but I want to reiterate our strategy for maintaining control over the city of Riverport. As you all know, we can't actually directly control the city. We don't have the manpower. And we don't have the actual authority. It's therefore vital that we maintain a good relationship with the media and the local authorities and have them do much of the heavy lifting for us. Ideally, everything we do should be either undertaken by the authorities under our discreet direction, or in cases where we take action ourselves, backed by the powers that be, creating the illusion that Monarch Solutions is working in cooperation with legal authorities. Make no mistake, although we've been successful thus far, the situation is not stable and it can change quickly. If key parties in the city lose confidence in us and our ability to handle the crisis, our control will erode very quickly. Therefore, we must nurture this relationship even as we conduct our own operations, some of which involve considerable troop mobilization and combat action. This is a constant balancing act. While I'm confident we can pull it off, there's no room for error. Can't afford to grow complacent and sloppy. Fortunately, we are well prepared for this contingency. Long before we reached this point, we established a good rapport with the mayor, Riverport PD and other major authorities within Riverport, as well as most of the important media outlets. Our strategy is twofold. 1. Maintain control. It's imperative that we ensure that the city's various power structures remain under our control. This means maintaining a close relationship with numerous individuals and organisations, as well as manipulating the information at their disposal. While Charlie Wincott is unfortunately no longer working on this project due to unforeseen complications, he has set up powerful tools and procedures for scrubbing the internet and identifying and locating problematic situations and individuals. We're stationing people in key locations and maintaining control, often under the guise of advisors and consultants to people in power. They are ready to step in as required. Anybody working in these roles needs to be proactive and project a constant aura of helpful authority and dependability. Diplomacy is the order of the day. People, that's vital for maintaining certain fictions, such as Jack Joyce's culpability in the events at the university, etc. 2. Minimise conflict. That is to say, make sure that individuals, whether they're politicians, city officials, police officers, reporters, ordinary citizens, etc., suffer a minimal impact from our activities. If we have to use force, the situation needs to take place out of sight and remain entirely contained, whether containment means misdirection, coercion, intimidation, bribery, or some other means depends on the circumstances. But it's vital that nobody is left in a position to complain. To be explicitly clear, this doesn't mean we can eliminate witnesses and cover it up. When people don't come home, others start to ask questions, so that has to be a last resort. I expect all supervisors to monitor their teams closely to ensure things stay on an even keel. I know most of our operatives haven't been trained in the soft touch, and I'll be blunt. The last thing we need is somebody thinking this is Afghanistan and smacking a civilian around. We're one YouTube video away from this whole thing blowing up in our faces, so we have to maintain our operational profile throughout. For all of these activities, we have a considerable budget. Monarch Solutions is very well off. We've been building resources for a long time, and this is considered a priority. So we can buy a lot of silence and cooperation from authorities and citizens alike. But that only works as those things are for sale, as long as those things are for sale. And the moment we're seen as a threat, that opportunity will disappear. If you see a problem, be proactive and call it in. Don't let anything run out of control or think it'll work itself out. We have to be sure. The situation can unravel faster than we think, and we have to coordinate our activities properly. Any questions or concerns, please contact me sooner rather than later. Fuck me, I need a water. I was just thinking while I was reading that as well. If Paul Serene went to the end of time, then he came back in 1999. Since 1999, there's been two Paul Serenes existing then. Surely. His normal self is there. This is really fucking with my head right now, because I'm just trying to think, like, he went to the past in 1999. What was he doing in his actual self doing in 1999? He's still there. So my question is, the Paul Serene who went through, who we met in the beginning of the game, was that... What Paul Serene was that? Is what I'm asking. Like, was that the guy who already went back in time? Or was that the original one? And this Paul Serene that we're talking to now is the one who's been here since 1999.
You feel like we're in that guy's book right now.
What guy's book?
The one who's writing the fucking book.
Oh,
look,
yeah.
About the wedding.
I'm trying to map it. Like, we've got our Paul Serene. Like just ignore the whole bullshit convoluted plot right now. We have our friend Paul Serene, who's trying to make a time machine with his friend. And then we have the evil Paul Serene, like the one who is already he's already done all this shit and he's come back since 1999. When we went to the university, what Paul Serene was that? Was that our original one, or was that the one who came back from 1999? If it was the original one, and it wasn't the one who came back from 1999, and he went through the thing, and he came back out, and there was two of him again. So technically, like, if that was the original one, there's 3 Paul Serenes right now in that universe. We don't know about this 1999 one. Like, he's been there, but there's 3 technically. But and then that's when, like, the other one is like really creepy. He's just smiling like, "Yep, I've already been there. This a few minutes ago. Yes, now you have to go back and close that loop." So then he goes back and closes the loop, and okay, now we ignore that. Now it's back to 2 Paul Serenes, and then that's when everything went to shit. Because when he tried to do it again, that's when it fucked up. And then he was stuck in that thing, and he was like, "I'll find another way out." If that was our original Paul Serene, then that's the one who went to the end of time. So I think that's answered my question. Because we couldn't get him, he was stuck, and then he was like, "I'll try to find another way." Then he just went through the machine, I think. We didn't actually like get him out, I don't remember, unless I'm misremembering, but I don't think we did get him out. So then that would be the Paul Serene who would eventually turn into the 1999 one. Oh, I'm no clearer.
I feel like that was your version of me doing the AI thing. When I was just like, right, so that person's in that body, and then they went into that one. There was like 5 minutes of me just being like, what?
I hate time stuff. It confuses me.
It fucks my brain.
Hey, Amy. What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
Transcript of Monarch Communications, COM 1032, unknown Monarch personnel. HQ, come in. This is First Aid 1. We've got a situation here at the hospital. Over. Monarch Radio Commander. Go ahead, First Aid 1. Over. It's a fucking mess down here, HQ. Burke showed up for his wife, like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him and, well, Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital. So that kind of shit show. Over. You have the situation contained. Where's Burke now? Over. We're working on the scene and wiped the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight, or where they are now. Same goes for Burke. He's in the wind, so's his wife. Over. Copy that, First Aid 1. We'll run with that on our end. Just tidy things up over there. Over and out. Right, there's just 2 more stuff left.
The whole thing was pretty fucked up. Everyone was just standing there. Just like, does anyone want to help? This man's getting killed right now.
Yeah, I don't understand. That didn't make sense. Oh, so that must be the last 2 things there then. So have we almost found everything already then in here? Oh, look. Yeah. Oh, no, wrong one. Collectibles. Yeah, there's 2 more things to find. And I don't really care about Chronon resources that much, so alright, let's go talk to Sophia, who's over there. Yeah,
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
What happened to the power relay?
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
7 a.m.? That's hours before we even got here.
Huh.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
Sure. Saves me from volunteering.
So what was the deal with the power thing?
The power relay is down. You can climb the ladder I lowered to find out what's wrong with it.
No, I just wanted to know if you had anything extra to say. Do you? No? Can I go in that room now? He was like, I should talk to her first. Okay. But can I go in here now? Yes, I can. And here's the last two stuff. We have a giraffe.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. You kept everything.
Guess you thought you might come back. Is that...
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage. Jack? You okay?
Yeah.
Can't tell if that's a really shit Photoshop.
That's what I was thinking. Why does it look so bad?
But it doesn't look like they're both actually together.
No, it doesn't. Why though?
They just got like an intern to do this. But it just looks like they had these guys on 2 separate days.
Yeah.
Put them behind a green screen. It's the shading. Like Dominic, is that his name?
Yeah.
He doesn't look too bad because he's got like shading on his face. But the other guy looks like he's in a brightly lit room. And then just slapped there.
From there, it looks okay. It's when you actually look at it properly. Like,
Yeah, that
it doesn't look
bad.
too bad. It's when you
Why does it
actually...
look like a different... Yeah, that looks terrible. They should have just left it like that. Like, that's fine. We don't need this.
No.
And there's a... Oh, we can talk to her. Yes?
My artsy rebel phase.
Complete with a very rebellious how-to guide. I always wanted to try this, actually. Never had the time.
What is it? Can't even fucking tell. Pulse of the streets?
Fuck
Just a
knows.
book? What's in here? Why cinematic? I was supposed to go up the ladder, right?
Well, it said.
Toto,
Oto.
that's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So,
Jack, there's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman,
it was you.
everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth,
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
all right. If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
So that was a secret thing that people could miss. What does that mean?
Is that not really important?
That seemed very important. Now we know stuff, but you could miss that, and that was important enough to get a secret achievement, being like, she told you this.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Beth, I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. Yeah, an 8-year-old's got to read this. I don't like. This is a bit like what? I know this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I tell you that you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You're going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before, and I'm going to prove it. Below, you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong, but the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. He'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You will be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mum. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hartsook from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you're hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her side and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She will push you away. She will look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She will never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined, and it cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You will take the night bus home. There will be only one other passenger on board, a scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt that you've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what's coming. It won't happen again. Next time you'll be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. October 8th, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to... Oh, I just want to quickly pause it there. 2016. This was 2001 when the World Trade Center fell. You got this book in 1998. She said she was 8. So 10 years old. She's 10 years old in year 2000. So she was 9 years old in 2001, and she tries everything in her power to stop 9/11. A 9-year-old. Okay. Anyway. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer? Nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him, remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair colour, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you. The way they move, speak, laugh, copy them, become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you will need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali, and Jeet Kune Do. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time, you will understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target, Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him, and he has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. Study your objective. The countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Retrieve the countermeasure. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need in order to get you where you need to be. I know this, because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. You. Well. Damn.
That must have been a crazy read.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
I wonder if you had to interact with all the paintings to get that. Where's the fucking thing? Is it here?
Looks climbable.
Wait, we couldn't get... I thought... When she was like, get to that ladder, I thought we could probably get to it from where we were. I just didn't bother, like, looking. We're actually on the right path, then. Okay, but what's over here? Oh, just back outside the room. Alright. What looks climbable, this? I see.
Why the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
That's exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's mind while building this thing. Hey, I think I can get to the reset from here. Of course.
Shit. I'm still getting used to that.
Don't expect to.
Avoid stepping where? I jump on that.
Getting to that red light up there?
It's easier said than done.
Can I like? I don't know if I.
Pressure?
Do I need to? Do I need to like? How do I do that thing again? Not gonna let me? I don't know what to do. I don't like this.
So, red turned into green.
There should be another red light on the other side of the machine. Do the same to that one.
How the fuck do I get to that then? Is that the... Oh, is that the one that she did the ladder for? But I went in a different order. Let me get down from here. Ah. What was that fucking ladder for then?
Alright, all lights are green.
Now what? Oh.
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work. It's ready. It's actually functional.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console.
Anything to talk? No? Alright.
July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
No. Are you?
No.
Okay. Let's go.
There's still time to rethink this.
Or about it.
Keep an eye on Amaral while we're gone.
I'll make sure Sophia doesn't go anywhere while you're gone. Just be careful in there, okay? That machine hasn't been used in years.
I will. See you soon.
And we found all the stuff.
Alright.
Do I have enough yet? Oh, I've got 11. What can we want then? Time stop. That's just stopping them. I don't really care about that. Time dodge is awesome. Time shield. I don't even use it. Time blast. Rarely use it. Alright, we'll do dodge. The extra action. I've got 5 left. We'll save up one more for the better. Blast.
This is it. There's no turning back.
Hey, wait!
What did she do?
What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over. What did you do?
Fuck!
Bitch!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck were you doing, her, in the back?
Amy?
I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself,
What were you
Jack.
doing?
Okay?
This whole time she's been like, I won't let her out of my sight. I won't let her do this. I won't let her do that. That's
Who's
not
that?
creepy at all.
Is that Paul? Not us, is it?
I don't like it.
That asshole. What the fuck was that? The fuck is going on?
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Alright, so where the fuck are we right now? Part 3. How many is collectibles here to look out for then? Bunch of documents, computer and media. Not too many. Alright, we got an email. To Beth Wilder from William Joyce 2010. Subject countermeasure. It's finished, it's finally finished. Tests are all positive. I have officially constructed a working countermeasure for a fracture in time. I can't prove it, obviously, since there's no fracture in time to deploy against, but I believe it will work. It has passed every test I can conceive. There's no reason I can see that it wouldn't. Given your knowledge of the future, I'm guessing you already knew this would be the day I completed my work. This day has been a long time coming. I was beginning to doubt it was possible. I haven't heard from you in almost 2 years now. Please tell me you are still out there. To William Joyce from Beth. I'm now going to ask you to do something that will sound counterintuitive. Leave the workshop, leave the countermeasure behind, and do not return until tomorrow morning. As with all of my orders, it is best that I don't go into further detail. Okay, leaving the workshop now. The countermeasure is secured in my safe. I know better than to ask the reasoning behind this request. In 11 years, you've never been wrong, and I don't want to know about the future anyway, but that won't make this easier for me to digest. Can we meet tomorrow? Now that the device is complete, I need to know what the next steps are, and please be careful with the countermeasure. It's tremendously powerful, and sourcing the chronon particles for it alone has taken over a decade. Rebuilding would take me years and years.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what a fine day it is, too. Things are looking up for Riverport. Don't believe me? Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints, talking about how Monarch's tearing down this or that, taking over the mom and pop spots, making Riverport more corporate. Some of that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, they're all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. A long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that final nosedive, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know been unemployed for years now, and that's hard. But Monarch's here, and they're starting to change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what? It beats the alternative. I want to be optimistic about this. It ain't wrong to have a little hope for the future. I want to believe that this is capitalism working as intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
What's going on here? Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
Obviously it wants us to go there. I can hear noises and shit and there's things to go, but what's this?
It's locked. I gotta check out that gunfire before I go anywhere else.
Gunfire? I thought it was someone just moving stuff.
Someone's in here.
Oh, look, somewhere there.
Who the hell is that? The fuck are they shooting at?
No, but there's things. Is that something or is... I can't even tell, it's just a fucking blur. Is it in that room? Guess it's in that room. Oh, they're in there. And there's something up there as well. Right, this... Who is it? Beth? Us? Paul? Who is it? That's a woman. Is it Beth or is it the other woman?
Looks like Amy.
Is it?
But well, I think it was Beth.
Beth? It's me. Hey. What happened to you?
What the fuck's going on?
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack? Dr. Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back. I wasn't the only one.
Went to 1999. That's not the future. She's there with Paul Serene. That's not what she looked like. Oh no, this is just like after the fact, like she's been fighting.
I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999.
Did she act?
First possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Ah, it's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
So this is how he met her.
You're the reason he built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
What the fuck is going on?
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was. What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Beth's Journal, February 28th, 1999. Back in time. Here I am. Back in a time I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. If I'm going to come to terms with that, then I'm going to need to write it all down. There's nobody to tell this to but myself. So hello me, again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaro. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaro switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward. When I exited the corridor, I arrived in the one place I never thought possible, the end of time. My greatest fear was realised. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw was a proof that it couldn't be stopped. I can't believe that. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time. Not yet. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix William's machine, but somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate, the first time the core was activated, February 28th, 1999. I followed him through. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create a solution. He begged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass, his every action just part of the preordained dance. I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build the countermeasure. This whole time it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying I'm trapped in 1999, second time around. So here I am. July 19th, 1999. Time machine move equals success. I worked with Will to get the time machine moved, had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe. Bradbury swimming pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. It's the one place I know for sure that Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build the time machine for a reason. Something about abnormal chronon density anomalies, whatever. Didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him who those people actually are. Guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party? September 5th, 1999. Little me. The most surreal experience. Her eyes looked so full of life, looking to the clouds and vulnerable to the world around her. She looked full of life. She looked happy. It was me. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go see her and set her on her mission, so that she would do what needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the backyard, bright red duffel coat, playing, simple pleasures. It's strange, I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom gifted me with purpose. Now I was that woman, trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures to pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would all be worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. January 1st, 2000. Epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a drained swimming pool. Party on. September 11th, 2001. 9/11. I tried to stop it a second time. I warned them, told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this would be changed as a child, but since then I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong. desperate to believe that that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch, I tried to stop Paul Serene, both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I've tried to stop tragedy as well. Jack's parents, Christmas of 1999. I knew what happened to them. This time I was there. Car crashed exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only led it to happen as it always did. I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched two brothers change forever in that moment, and I could do nothing about it. And now this. Fuck. May 22nd, 2002. Monarch. They spotted me near William's workshop. Barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Serene is still obsessed with finding me. He won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. May 22nd, 2003. The end of time. Been having reoccurring nightmares about what I saw. I've been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered a time machine, intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. Dr. Amaro changed the date. When I exited the time machine, I arrived at the end of time. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. I was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I can still hear them. Their sounds echo through my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. They really don't like movement. I'd stepped out of the machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this a few days in. I heard the shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else, Paul Serene. A younger Paul. Scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, but he had those damn powers, and all I had was the Chronon harness. The end of the world. The only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. I can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, it could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. I'm finding a plot hole here at the moment, and then also I need a drink. Well, not a plot hole, but...
Sorry, that all like came out my nose like the gas from my Pepsi.
Huh. She got sent to the end of time where nothing can function. She was okay because she had the harness on. What about Paul Serene when he first went to the end of time? He wouldn't have had a harness. It wasn't made yet. Well, it was made, yeah, but again, though, like, how did he get to the end of time? I don't really understand that logic there. Like, and also, like, did he have a harness on underneath, like, that shirt? Or I don't know if I know. I didn't see them wearing a harness in that cutscene, but I assumed it's over her jacket was over it or whatever. Or maybe it was then, I just didn't notice it. But, again, I don't know, something's not making sense there for me. Where did I stop? Alright, Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch, he built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory, but there is one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me. 2021. February 3rd, 2005. Hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete. I spend most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my speciality. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. Best not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present, focus on what's in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going, just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies. Tried poetry, got depressed, dabbled with a guitar for a while, smashed it against a wall. Then I started experimenting with graffiti. Seems to be working out okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels. Partly as a form of self-expression, partly as a means of release, partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joe analyses some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure, but it's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mail boxes telling them what will happen next week. I watch their reactions from afar. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present. October 8th, 2007. Jack. Started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt a need to follow him, to watch his life from the outside, but now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both of our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad. Whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time. But there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. He never had an easy life. It was easy to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy. It made me forget everything else. The nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. It gave me something else to focus on. I spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth. He believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through that machine on July 4th, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then. I don't think she did. And for him, it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might all be for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we could stop the fracture. That confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. December 11th, 2007. Memory. Tonight I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I realised and took a step back to look at it that I realised I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is all of this futile? Nothing sticks. Nothing has changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. July 9th, 2008. Will. I've been in contact with Will every 6 months or so, short exchanges, just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. So then that means they failed, right? Because he's been to the end of time. That's fucked! July 21st, 2008. Everything I have done has been for nothing. July 4th, 2010. Final entry. The day is here. Soon I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up. Lie or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all I've ever known. Even if I've seen the proof that I won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I will dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to seeing this through. I'll retrieve the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it. When the time comes, I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone, that's how it will end. This will be my final entry. Pretty big fucking reveal there. This.
Do this anymore. Can't. I can't fucking do this. I can't do this anymore.
Can't.
That's a diary. You went that way. What's this way? Good point. That's what's this way.
Alright, that's it.
And that means I can... get Time Blast. Because why not? Alright, what's this?
11 years.
All of calendars, 11 years. It's been 84 years.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan.
Alright, so the last two, it seems, is up there, maybe.
Just have to unlock this. My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them. There's so much you don't know, that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that you would ever come.
Yeah, you wait there for a minute. Oh, it's gonna be around the corner, isn't it?
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out. I still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried what that might mean.
We read your notes.
It means we finish this.
Well, a fight.
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river. Along with everything else I brought here.
That's a little drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Will do. I want whatever this is.
You can't.
I want a light machine gun. I don't want assault. I want a fucking carbine.
Get what you can get.
But this is not a tactical. I want this. Fuck off,
Ready when
woman.
you are, Jack.
Was that a shotgun? I don't want a shotgun. Oh, we'll take the light machine gun. Well, what have I got? Oh, I've already got all my stuff. I don't need shit. And let's look at this stuff.
Okay. The countermeasure's at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
You bring it back here, use the machine, and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. That was always the plan.
That is still the plan.
Yes.
Have faith.
You followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
March 1999, Monarch formed. CEO never disclosed. Lucrative investment all based on Serene's future knowledge. August 2000, Monarch spotted following William Joyce. Monarch is following William throughout Riverport. No longer safe to keep in direct communication. May 2001, Martin Hatch hired. First listing of Martin Hatch on employee chart. No details available on Hatch prior to this. May 2002, Monarch patrolling workshop. Monarch spotted me near Will's workshop. Barely escaped alive. Must avoid workshop area. August 2003, Monarch on Fortune 500. Well positioned on Fortune 500. Investments have stopped. PR campaign has begun. February 2005, spotted by Monarch. Monarch still searching for me. Must stay out of public eye from this point forward. March 2006, R&D facility commissioned. Go Island. Must investigate further. October 2006, Martin Hatch promoted. Martin Hatch now designated Monarch spokesperson. Previous spokesperson found dead. Every promotion Hatch receives results from a trail of blood. May 2008, Monarch Tower construction. Construction begins on Monarch Tower. December 2009, Monarch investigated Will's workshop. Monarch personnel spotted covertly entering Will's workshop. They may know what we're up to. Monarch security cameras now surround workshop. Approaching area will alert Serene. March 2010, Monarch Chronon Tech delayed. Monarch Chronon Tech researched under Dr. Kim, not proceeding as planned. Not enough Chronon particles available. Ground Zero not present. December 2010, Dr. Sophia Amara recruited, hired as Chronon research scientist. And I think we're done. We're finding all the collectibles in this bit, yeah? Yeah, just got a skill point to find. Alright. Let's go.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sophia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go.
Have you not watched Titanic?
I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
Then we'll die finding out.
Shit getting real, bro. The loading screen is so real right now. M.2 SSD. NVMe.
Come on. Fucking hell.
I don't know a fraction of the hell that Beth went through, what she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her, like it changed Paul. followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts. You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
Alright, let's see how many stuff we got for here then. Alright, we've got the last quantum ripple, 3 skill points, and 4 documents and 1 media. Is that the rest? Is that everything? That is the last quantum. 4 media. So that is the last media. There's still a lot of computers and a lot of documents. So, not all that. Does it say how many intel there was? No, there's no intel here yet. Okay. How long is this one going to take though? I don't know. We've only got 20 minutes, but... And I don't like it. It does autosave, so it might be best to stop it here.
Up to you.
Unless you want to go a little bit longer.
I don't mind going a bit longer.
Alright. We'll continue. Aren't you guys lucky?
It's this way.
I imagine this isn't very long. Do I hear someone snoring?
I was just thinking. I hear like a...
Oh yeah, there's a fucking guy right there. Drunk.
Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
So we're in 2010. Seems like we're gonna get in combat first. Yeah, there's the stuff, I think.
From this point on, we'll be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Okay, but there's something here, right? That's over there. Oh no, it's there. Can I get up? There we go.
Hey, Will?
He's not here. I made sure of that.
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case... things go bad.
Fine. We get the device, then you lead me to my brother.
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
Alright, Will. Where'd you hide that safe?
What's this?
11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
Is that what you have to say? Yeah. I'm not gonna play that TV just yet.
This must be where he built it.
Got nothing to say to that? Will's journal. June 7th, 2010. The countermeasure is near completion. I should be celebrating. I should be excited. 11 years of work is coming to an end, but there is a weight on my mind. I can't shake it off. Jack came to see me. He found out that I sold our parents' house to continue funding my research. Understandably, he was furious. After all, the house was left to both of us. He doesn't understand the necessity of what I'm doing here. Talking turned to yelling. Yelling turned to pushing. He told me it wasn't mine to sell. He told me they were his parents too. He told me that I was a piece of shit. I was angry. I couldn't contain myself, and then I said it. I still don't believe the words came out of my mouth. I told him that it was his fault. The car crash. I told him that he was to blame for everything we'd been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my actions as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, lack of sleep. It was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there, devastated for what felt like minutes. I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town. He's never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I've spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in this world that I needed to protect no matter what the cost. I just lost him. I'm imagining... Oh no, it's over there. Okay, so this isn't gonna be whatever leads to it. So let's look at this. Hello.
It's April 2nd, 1999. It's been about a month since the incident. Since I was shot by the man from the future.
There was a shot.
Wilder.
I didn't see him with a gun though. I thought it was her who was shooting.
I wish I could destroy it, but I made it tell me as little as possible. The more you know about what'll happen, the worse it'll be. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can't tell the difference. I think she understood. Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. I have to fix it. I have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilder's from the future. And she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful, right? Why else would she come to me?
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he ever had the chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out. There's some things you need to know. You're the only one who can stop it.
There's no theoretical groundwork. It could take even years to build.
And it will. You'll have to keep it a secret. Even from the ones you love. It's the only way to keep them safe. You witnessed one, didn't you? An echo.
Yeah. It was you.
A long time ago now.
Hey, Riverport. I'm pretty sure you folks are having a better time than I am. Old Bobby's still stuck in the studio just a little while longer. Whereas all of you folks are out there enjoying what I hope are spectacular 4th of July parties. So set up some fireworks, eat a little too much, drink until every joke you hear is funny, and spend some time with your loved ones. appreciate the good things in your life, you know? This country ain't perfect, but it's still pretty damn good, and it's sure as hell worth celebrating. I'm about done here myself. I can't wait to get home, crack open a beer or three, and kick back with the people I love most. We're gonna appreciate that this year's better than last year, and we've all got good things to look forward to. And isn't that what today's really all about? Being safe and free, not having to be afraid, knowing that we've made a future for ourselves, and that it's all gonna be all right. Yeah. Riverport, this is Bobby Radford signing off for tonight. And wishing all of you a happy Independence Day.
Let's see here.
Will's whiteboard. Call Jack on birthday. Apologise to Jack for not calling on birthday. June 2nd. Don't forget. Don't forget what? Thanksgiving. Remember. Pay electricity. Get electricity turned back on. Jack's birthday equals June 2nd. Buy groceries. Give Beth update on status. Erase this. June 2nd. Apologise to Jack again. GMDR. What does this note mean? Buy whiteboard eraser. Meet with bank for loan. Shower first. Shower.
The power setup wasn't working, but it must have worked at some point.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working.
My unintentionally doing what I'm meant to do.
The device wasn't there, but it must have been at one time.
Is that where the device is right now? Had me to go over there. That's to find the safe, though. I don't know. No, so I do need to use...
Yeah. Try to find a way in.
Oh wait, I've got a... How do I do that? Fast move? Like that, okay, yeah. What did I just do?
Hey, I did it.
Oh. That felt fucking dodgy as hell. Hey, can I climb up here? Yes, I can. Let me guess, it's up here? And then there's another thing there.
Come take a look at this.
In a minute. Time machine designs. All the narrative objects have been found now. Is that everything? Just need to find a quantum ripple.
Over here, Jack.
Alright, but...
He didn't leave the code. But I can crack it. I just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open, stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
I better not miss this fucking source thing. I bet... Oh...
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, Not ever.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual's en route.
Roger.
Was that her?
Who?
Clarice.
Is that the woman who we're talking to right now?
Clarice Ogawa or something. It just said that was Commander Ogawa speaking.
Do I have to go that way? I'm paranoid. Making sure like that. I'm not seeing anything else, so... Because there's this thing over there, but I didn't see how to get it. Where is this? Look, up here, but I don't know if... I know it's not, it's right there at the back. But that's not what... How the fuck do I get there then? Do I have to get... behind here? Ah. But where's the quantum ripple? See, what's making me paranoid about this is I found everything in here now. From one. But I found all of the things in just one place before going into this fight. But there's a quantum ripple. I don't remember what quantum ripples look like, but I think they look like these, I thought. But I've done this.
There's some things you need to know. You're the only one who can stop it.
I'm just gonna have to hope. I'm not seeing any sign of it, and I've got like the max viewpoint for this ability, so it wasn't there.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey. Hold on. Take it easy.
He's got it. Open fire! What the fuck was that? Shoot him!
What's the sit rep?
He got backup. I don't know what he is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tidy. We can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart. I'm on my way.
Oh shit.
The perimeter.
My turn to get the big guns out.
Targeting crosshairs. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Paul.
Hand it over.
I said, get out of my way.
Gotta get back in.
I didn't see the ripple. Hopefully it's in here.
Give me the device. Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except one. The blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. The same exact time from which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
Beth, come on, move. Beth, get up. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Beth, you need to move, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please. Beth, move! Paul, don't do it. Don't do it, don't!
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Serene had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to get it back.
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on your behavior, but...
Like I said, I barely knew her.
So, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
Well, shit.
Fucking hell.
But also, so I fucked up then. I didn't find that other thing. I don't know how important that is. Skip. Do I normally skip this? I think. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is probably copyright bullshit anyway, so. I need to double check that then. How do I look at the, is it the timeline? We're now gonna be at junction 4, but, oh, wrong button, but this one. Yeah, I didn't find the quantum ripple. But I found the quantum ripple in the other one. That pisses me off. How important are quantum ripples? I don't know. I want to get... That's the last one as well. Where the fuck was it then? Have a quick Google. Have a quick snoop Google. What was it? It was quantum break. Quantum ripples. That was Act 4. And it says, in the level preparing the time machine, Amy or Nick mention a forum being used for reporting sightings of Jack Joyce. Jack is asked for ideas to help throw off the search and suggests reporting they were spotted in the back of a catering van. I remember that. Later, Fiona Miller will catch sight of Monarch's courier accosting two people so their catering van can be searched. In terms of long-term effects, it will cause these ripples to occur. But yeah, I did that. In the level Will's Workshop 2010, Jack can operate a switch which will shut off the power at the workshop. What? In the level Will's Workshop 2010, Jack can operate a switch which will shut off the power at a work site below. This latest in a series of power outages is the last straw for one worker, Paul Palmer, who quits. I'm a bit confused. I'm a bit confused where the... I remember doing the catering thing.
Yeah.
Did we not do that then? That was the preparing the time machine. So we... Yeah, I did the ripple there. But in Will's Workshop... That was that one. In the level Will's Workshop, Jack can operate a switch, which will shut off the power at a work site below. Oh, so it's right at the fucking beginning. Should we quickly grab that?
If you want.
I could just do that in my own time, though. I don't want to replay. You want to restart the level, restart and remove. Yeah, sure. Wait, does that mean I have to like find everything again as well?
Previously on Quantum Break.
I skipped this.
There it is.
So that means I have to find everything again, yes? No, it doesn't. That's nice.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you.
So it's to work.
But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the roof to avoid detection.
Does Will know we're coming?
No.
If that's the work.
I can't believe we're stuck working on the 4th of July. Hey, you don't have to do this.
There's a switch, apparently.
I know.
Is that the switch there? But I mean, like, it's not... Nothing's showing anywhere. Is those things that is one of these the switch? Oh, you sneaky little bitch.
Who the hell turned out the...
Whoops. Sorry.
Fighting goddamn power outages this week. That's the last straw. I've had it. Where the hell you think you're going, Punch? I quit.
Okay.
Let's go.
But why? Why do I care about that?
From this point on, we may be in their sights. We need to be quick.
Hey, Will?
Speed
He's
run.
not here. I made sure of that.
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case... things go bad.
Fine. We get the device, then you lead me to my brother.
Sure.
Now, where do we find this thing? Let's see here. All right, well, where'd you have that safe?
The device.
Hey, I did it. Door's unlocked. He didn't leave the code.
Skip.
You'd been spotted the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey, hold on. Take it easy.
He's got a gun. Open fire! Shoot him! Flank target.
What? I've only got a pistol?
HQ, we got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
He's got backup. He's... I don't know what he is.
Orders to keep the mission quiet, tidy. We can't afford unwanted attention.
Fucking tearing us apart. I'm on my way. Hold. Sniper position.
Get out of my way.
Here we are again. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Paul.
Alright. There we go. So does that mean I fixed it now? We go back here. Is that... Yay, 100%. I just want to double check that I've got all of the ones that I care about. So yeah, I don't care about the thing there. No, that's 100%, so that's good. 100%. 100%. 100%. Just skill points that I'm missing there. 100 just skill points. Just skill points. Just skill points. 100, 100, 100, 100. Nice. So in the next one, it's going to be the junction, then we're going to get the episode. After that, any collectibles? One computer. That'll be easy. Before we finish this then, let's look at the diary. We must have probably... No, we haven't unlocked it. Oh, we now unlock his diary after we do this junction 4. And then we'll get the rest after we get all of them in Act 5. Alright. Jack, do we have anything new? Don't look like it. No, we have to finish part 1. His rest are going to be unlocked as we do each part. Beth? We've got all of Beth's. Beth's is complete, so let's see her diary then. So, from 4 onwards. Once I enter that machine, on Beth's thoughts about the entering the time machine and not knowing what comes next.
I've got Dr. Emerald. If she can fix this machine, then this is it. I have mixed feelings. That notebook gave me some kind of sense of invulnerability. I always knew what came next. Once I enter that machine, from that point forward, this story's unwritten. I haven't told Jack this, but I have found things in this swimming pool. Scattered papers, journal entries in my handwriting. My journey from this point forward isn't gonna be easy. That much is clear. As long as we succeed, it's all worth it. This can't be for nothing. We will succeed. We have to. It's our destiny.
And then 5, the end of time, on Beth's journey through time. First to the end of time, then to 1999, and how that has affected her perspective.
February 28th, 1999. 2100 hours. He got away. Serene is gone. When Amaral sent me through the machine, I thought I'd come out on the other end with a solution in sight. I found the opposite. The end of time. I saw it. I don't know what that means. Ever since I was 8 years old, I saw proof that things happen for a reason, that they can't be changed, that I had a purpose. I don't know what to believe now. If what I saw was real, then anything we do to stop it will fail. If that's true, then what is this all for? What does it mean? I can't give up. I'm gonna complete the cycle. Find a solution. There's still hope. I have to believe that.
And finally, this will be my final entry on Beth's thoughts before she goes to meet her destiny.
July 4th, 2010. I've spent years in denial. About what I saw. About its inevitability. The end of time. I wanted to believe maybe Jack was right. Maybe all this could be undone. Erased. I looked for proof. A loophole. Something. Jack's parents died in a car crash. 1999. I thought, maybe if I could stop it from ever happening, if that were possible, then I failed. I failed every time. Every time I tried to make things right. This is our destiny. The good and the bad. Intrinsically tied to this path. It can't be bent. It can't be broken. No matter whether we succeed or fail, it still comes. I see it every night in my dreams, scraping away at my mind. The end of time is coming. And the only way I've been able to keep sane is by focusing on the present. What's here? Now, in front of me. But today is different. My whole life, I've had a mission. I'm going to see it through. Even if there's no hope. Even if we fail. This is what I was meant to do. And I know what happens next. This will be my final entry.
And then is any? Oh, we got all the wheels unlocked now as well. So we got his third diary. 4 is active on the first activation of William's time machine.
Okay. The date is it's February 28th, 1999. William Joyce. All right. After months of arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine and it works. I'm gonna prove it or die.
We're not seeing this one already. You're already in the game. This is just that. I'm not watching this again. Is this going to be the same thing? I have to fix it on the events that have taken place since February 28th, 1999. I think we've seen this one as well. Because he's talked about, I just got shot.
April 2nd.
Yes.
1999.
About a month.
It's been about a month since
You got shot.
incident. Since I was shot.
This is lazy. Fuck off. Like, all of the other ones so far have been like unique stuff, you know, that you don't hear. This is just what we've already heard. That's shit. Alright, okay, so then it says Serene and Jack left to unlock now then. On to Bethta. It's pretty fucked up what happened to her. Like, she spent her entire life since she was 8 years old with thinking that like she's some special person who's destined to like save the world, fix time, and then she comes to realization that she doesn't know shit. Like she is the person who goes up to her own self and fills her head with like, you're gonna fix time, even though she's just as clueless as she has always been. Like she remembered herself just knowing stuff, but now there she is, like decades later, passing the journal over to her and still not knowing anything. And it's kind of like, now that's like a closed loop. Like, I don't understand how it began. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's one of those contradictions now where it's like,
I hate stuff like that.
When did she first contact, like, who put that on? Usually there's this, I can't remember what the term is, but it's like there was a universe before this where that happened, but now it's different. I can't fucking explain this, but it's they talk about it in Dark.
Yeah. Oh man, don't even fucking talk to me about Dark, man. It was good, but fuck me, most of the time I was just like, wait, right, that's that person, right? in this timeline, and then that person's that. Fucking hell.
That was tricky, especially because it was in German.
Yeah. It was harder because obviously like the names are like different and stuff to English names. So even when you're trying to remember who's who, I'm just like, wait, what was the name again? I don't fucking know. Very good, but difficult. Well, I mean, we might just be too dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, we struggled a little bit.
Where's this gonna end? And what's gonna so far what they say is you can't change anything. So far it seems like Paul Serene is the right one. But then who is she? How did she get involved in all this? I think there's more there. How did she get that other woman involved? Why is Ogawa interviewing us right now? Question it after the fact. Like, it sounds like... Well, actually, that's kind of answered the question, though, isn't it? We know that they fix it, at the very least. He's doing this interview after everything's happened. He's sitting there, wherever they are right now. So either they fix time, or he's on the lifeboat with the rest of the survivors, trying to do what Paul Serene was always trying to do and just give them time to come up with a solution. Otherwise, how is this interview here happening? It looks like they're drinking from Monarch mugs, so they're in a Monarch building. Mate, we better shut up. We'll see you guys in the next one, which will hopefully maybe be the finale.
Probably, maybe.
I mean, there's multiple parts. 3 more parts, it seems. But that could be quite short. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!
Bye!